So, good evening, everyone. Just have one announcement to make. The weekly Dhamma Talks will start being given on Saturday nights. That's starting from next Saturday. So there'll be every Saturday night there'll be a Dhamma Talk after the meditation. So I have some dedications for the chanting this evening. So dedicate chanting in memory of Nesta Jayawardena. And also this is a dedication for one of our guests whose grandfather just passed away. Dedicate chanting for him, and that he may be born in a human form and his heart may open for and find the Dhamma. So we'll begin with the first part of the evening chanting in English on page 19, and that will be followed by the Buddha's words on loving kindness on page 37. To the Blessed One, the Lord, who fully attained perfect enlightenment, to the teaching which he expounded so well, and to the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, to reach the Buddha, the Dhamma and the Sangha, we render with offerings our rightful homage. It is well for us that the Blessed One, having attained liberation, still had compassion for later generations. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed One, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dhamma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Now let us pay preliminary homage to the Buddha. Homage to the Blessed, Noble and perfectly enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed, Noble and perfectly enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed, Noble and perfectly enlightened One. Yes, page 37. Now let us chant the Buddha's words on loving kindness. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and who knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties, and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove, wishing in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none, the great or the mighty, medium, short or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born, may all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another, even as a mother protects with her life her child, her only child. So with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the sky and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. This is said to be the sublime abiding, by not holding to fixed views, the pure-hearted one, having clarity of vision, being freed from all sense desires, is not born again into this world. So, beginning a period of meditation. So, just bringing our awareness to maybe what we're bringing into this period of meditation. In terms of, expectation, dread, depending on, past experience. But, there was once somebody wrote a book called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, and something to be said for the beginner's mind, that just, this is a new moment. To approach it, we don't know. Try and see. And in the sense of just being open to whatever manifests during this, period of meditation. So whether it's a pleasant experience or unpleasant experience, whether the mind becomes peaceful or doesn't become peaceful, whether the mind settles or doesn't settle, just be with that. Just, the willingness to open to and to learn from, whatever comes and goes. Actually, we do learn from difficulties. As the saying goes, it's the rough seas that make a good sailor. So we begin meditation. We don't know how things will unfold, but again, willingness to open to it, learn from it. How the body will be sitting for 45 minutes, how the mind will be being still for 45 minutes. But whatever manifests, we can cultivate an awareness of that. This is like taking refuge in Buddha, that which is aware, that which is awake. Now it's natural that we've, in our life, we've cultivated certain habits of mind. Some may be helpful, some may be not so helpful. And this is where the cultivation of mindfulness, of holding something skillful in mind, can help. So we don't just follow the habitual thoughts, but we try and maintain mindfulness of something that just helps us stay more in the present, not getting lost in thoughts about the past and the future. And what can initially just help to ground us more in the present moment, is just like sweeping through the body. Just really making more conscious the experience of body in the present moment. So just like noticing the head on the shoulders and sensations around the head, top of the head, forehead, eyes gently shut, mouth not clenching the teeth or anything, just gently closed. Notice the sensations around the face. Can we notice the sensation that the nose as the breath comes in and out? Sense of hot, cold around the face. So we can follow the breath in, noticing the throat, any sensations around the throat. Sense the breath going down the windpipe. And if we do feel a sense of constriction around the throat, even breathing through it can help loosen things up. Following our breath downwards now to the chest area. Noticing any sensations, energy, openness, tightness, the movement of the lungs as they expand and contract with in and out breath. Moving down into the solar plexus area in the stomach. Noticing sensations here. noticing maybe if they're related to the mind. Like, this is where we might feel sensations if we're anxious. Again, breathing into that, maybe noticing the rising and falling of the abdomen as we breathe in and out. Feeling our connection to the earth, feeling the buttocks on the seat. The thighs on the cushion or on the chair. And the sensations in the thighs, lower legs and feet. If we're in a chair, the feet touching the earth. So we can sweep down to the body, also we can sweep up. From the buttocks to the stomach and solar plexus, to the chest, the heart, to the throat, the neck, to the face, and head, and the air passing out through the nose and mouth. And this is a good exercise to do if we find we're getting too lost in distracting thoughts, then coming back to sweeping through the physical body to help to ground us more in the present moment. And this is cultivating something the Buddha says very important, is mindfulness of the body, holding the body in mind. And to whatever extent we can do that, to that extent we're in the present moment. We're not lost in distracting thoughts. But if there is a particular place where we experience the in and out breath more clearly, we can stay with the breath there. Or we can broaden our awareness and feel the breath going through the whole body. But mindfulness of breathing is very beneficial, both in terms of body and mind. Brings benefits to both. And the benefit of making us more aware of certain habits and to keep us more grounded so we don't get lost in different habitual thought patterns. And holding the breath in mind can take us to more quality of peacefulness and clear seeing. naturally thoughts will come and go. But in meditation, rather than thinking of getting rid of thoughts, just more the intention is to incline towards the breath. The difference between trying to get rid of something, just inclining towards something. So you can say like thoughts like the ripples on a pond. If we try to push the ripples away, we create more. But the skill is to stop, allow the ripples to just naturally settle. And just inclining towards the breath, the body, allowing things to settle. And there's an effort in that, but it's not a gritty teeth, tense effort, but relaxed, peaceful effort to incline our awareness towards the breath. Ajahn Chah has a nice analogy about staying aware in the present moment. And it's like there's a room with one chair in the room. And if you stay sat in that one chair, the people who come into the room won't stay long because there's nowhere to sit. So in the same way, when we maintain awareness in the present moment, things will come into the mind. But if we don't get too carried away by them and stay aware of them, then they don't stick, they don't stay. Because we're not going out to, we don't grasp hold of them. We just be aware of them. can also cultivate mindfulness by holding a theme in mind. Like we chanted in the Buddha's words on loving kindness, about sustaining this recollection. And it's a skillful way to use thought. And one way we can do this is like bringing people to mind on the in-breath, and on the out-breath, wishing them well, wishing them happiness, wishing them peace. So beginning maybe initially with people who naturally bring up the quality of kindness, parents, relatives, teachers, friends, sustaining this sort of recollection, bringing the name up of perception, image, on the in-breath, breathing out with a thought, may they be well, may they be happy. So we're starting with the people who naturally bring the quality of kindness to mind. Then maybe bringing up people we know maybe having difficulties, or loved ones that passed away. So maybe this brings up a different quality of mind, but still accepting that, but with the thought, may they be well. May they be at peace. feels right for us. Sometimes we can bring up somebody who we're having difficulties with, bringing them to mind and wishing them well. Noticing the reaction, the mind state that comes up with the perception, rising above that to wish them well. And, whatever we're experiencing in the present moment, the importance of, a quality of kindness to oneself. One can breathe in whatever one is experiencing with the thought, may I be well. Breathing out with the thought, may I be at peace. So we can conclude with the chant on page 33. Sharing of blessings. Verses of sharing an aspiration. Now let us chant the verses of sharing an aspiration. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, may my spiritual teachers and guides of great virtue, my mother, my father, and my relatives, the sun and the moon, and all virtuous leaders of the world, may the highest gods and evil forces, celestial beings, guardian spirits of the earth, and the Lord of death, may those who are friendly, indifferent or hostile, may all beings receive the blessings of my life, may they soon attain the threefold bliss and realize the deathless. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, and through this act of sharing, may all cravings and attachments quickly cease, and all harmful states of mind, until I realize Nibbana in every kind of birth. May I have an upright mind with mindfulness and wisdom, austerity and vigor. May the forces of delusion not take hold, nor weaken my resolve. The Buddha is my excellent refuge. Unsurpassed is the protection of the Dhamma. The solitary Buddha is my noble guide. The Sangha is my supreme support. Through the supreme power of all these, may darkness and delusion be dispelled. So we'll finish with the closing homage in English. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed one, I render homage to the Buddha, the blessed one. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dhamma. The Blessed One's disciples who had practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Good night to all those who join us online, and we'll be probably continuing with the streaming the Sunday night guided meditations, but probably not the Saturday night talks from now on. So just to mention that, probably audio recordings but not streamed. So that's the thought in mind at the moment. It could change. We'll see.